Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Judge, come in.
Yes. So, yes, we were here for a contested, but what's going on?
We are going to be withdrawing now and we will agree to alternate amend conditions for state ISF cognitive program, MRT class, and ISP supervision for 12 months.
Oh,
Correct.
all right. So here's the court's questions. And we're not on the record. Mr. Carney, what is your underlying issues? Or can somebody tell me?
Your Honor, to be honest with you, I was ashamed to come back in your courtroom because you gave me a chance. And with my family, we
Carney, could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar from the state of Texas. Denny Callahan, defense.
And are you Claudia Carney?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. All right, so this is a case that I needed time to think over. And this is the case probation. Is this the case where there is potential DDRF?
Yes, Judge.
So this is what the court is going to do unless there's more argument by either side?
No, Your Honor. No, Judge, it's a two-man argument, but we're not hearing.
All right. Court is going to sentence you to 10 years deferred adjudication. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. I'm going to order DDRF. So you're going to remain in custody until you transfer to their inpatient facility, and that's for mental health. You
Yes,
understand? If you would like, I can either sentence you to 5 years prison or either you can do this probation. Which would you prefer?
I'll do probation, ma'am.
All right, so the 10 years deferred, affirmative finding of deadly weapon, DDRF. There is going to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. The mixed caseload, regular UAs. Are you receiving any type of SSI?
No, ma'am.
There's going to be proof of employment within 45 days of release. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. $300 hours of community service restitution. There's to be no contact with Ted Gonzalez.
Yes, ma'am.
And from reading the PSI report, it appears both parties were homeless.
Yes, ma'am.
Does anyone have a copy of the TAP evaluation?
On hand, Judge, I can find it.
All right, Ms. Abrams, do you have the TAP evaluation?
Judge, let me.
I didn't see, from my memory, I didn't see any restitution to the complainant. Thank you.
You
Daniel,
got the cell phone back. There's no restitution, Your Honor. He was not injured.
All right, Ms. Abrams, will the DDRF, I'm assuming they can address the drug issue, or do I need to order that outside of that?
No, it's dual diagnosis.
Okay. We're going to do anger management. And after he's released from DDRF, will they set him up with Center for Healthcare Services? All right, so I'll put in here, Center for Healthcare Services upon release from DDRF. And we'll do field visits one time per month for 4 months upon release from DDRF.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you have any family here?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have anybody who would let you live within here, or they're not?
I was currently staying with my brother, and he passed away. So, but I'm still reside at the address 6555.
Oh, no, you don't have to give us the address, but let probation know, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and there's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. And I'm arguing that no unsupervised contact with minors because until you have your mental health issues under control, you really shouldn't probably be around minors, you understand?
Understood. Yes, ma'am.
Probation, is there anything else he needs?
No, Judge.
Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
Oh, ma'am. I appreciate you helping me out so far, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes,
Because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go on the record. Here's the thing. You're on probation, so you need to stay in contact with your probation officer. You have mental health issues, so you need to stay in contact with your case manager. They'll
Yes,
probably give you one. You need to make sure you do all of those things. Do you understand?
yes, ma'am.
If there's a problem with the medication they give you, you gotta let them know what the side effects are. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Because if you don't talk to them, they don't know. In this court, to be successful on probation, communication is key.
Yes,
If there
ma'am.
is an issue and you feel like probation is not addressing it, you can always come back to the court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
So from here on out, everything that you do, your range of punishment on this case, if you were to mess up, is up to life in prison. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
And counsel, are there any health issues with him? I see issues with his arm.
Not that I'm aware of, Your Honor.
All right,
Mental is the issue.
all right, thank you.
End of flashback.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm good.
364 days later.
Judge, come in.
So, yes, we were here for a contested, but what's going on?
We are going to be withdrawing now and we will agree to alternate amend conditions for state ISF cognitive program, MRT class, and ISP supervision for 12 months.
Correct.
All right, so here's the court's questions. And we're not on the record. Mr. Carney, what is your underlying issues? Or can somebody tell me?
Your Honor, to be honest with you, I was ashamed to come back in your courtroom because you gave me a chance. And with my family, I stay up at my deceased brother's house. And honestly, my family feuding over the insurance policy money and the house. And I got caught in between in the middle. Now,
Oh, that always happens. Nobody has a will. I always tell people, get a will. As
yes, ma'am.
someone who doesn't have one, but that's what I say.
Recently, we all just moved from New Orleans to here, and it was by coincidence. He caught a heart attack in his house, and when you let me back, I thought I was going to a safe place, and I wasn't. And I got caught in the middle. Now I'm not going.
So what's your plan?
My plan is honestly, 3 years ago, I was in an accident. I was inside of an Uber coming from, I had 2 jobs. I was inside of Uber and got hit by an 18-wheeler. I was about to pay my probation off. I was going to pay you guys off and try to go back home because I have 2 properties out there I have to take care of.
And where is home?
Port Hudson, Louisiana, and New Orleans. That's where my dad's side of the family from Baton Rouge. My mom is from New Orleans, but I have property out there. I just want to just stop giving y'all state trouble and just do the right thing.
But I understand what you're saying and I'm hearing the words, but I still haven't heard what's your plan.
Our plan is after I win my lawsuit, because I called the guy. It's a I was inside of an Uber. It's over $1 million.
Okay, let's do this. Let's assume,
I was gonna pay the whole 7,300.
no. Let's do this. Let's pretend. Now, I'm hopeful that you will win your lawsuit. But if you don't win your lawsuit, what is your plan? I'm trying to figure out what's your plan here today, because today you don't have money from a lawsuit. So what is your plan? Because if you don't have a plan, you're going to end up back here on a motion to revoke, looking at life in prison. So what's your plan?
My plan is to get back out there, to find a job or two. It's just for my sanity, just work and stay out.
Well, where are you going to be staying? Do you have a place to live?
Yes, ma'am.
And is that at the same place where all of this was happening?
No, ma'am, not at the moment, because the house is up for auction. There's no one really paying the bills.
Oh, that's what ends up happening when you have no will. Everybody thinks they're going to come in a lot of money when somebody passes. And then all of the relatives who never spent time with the person before they pass, and I call them out of town, the out of towners. The out of towners always come in and everybody wants a piece of the property. And then everybody stays at the house and nobody wants to pay taxes on it. Nobody wants to pay utilities. They're just living there. And then the next thing you know, wealth has just left the family because people can't be responsible.
You ain't lying, mister.
So my question again is, let me do it this way. Do you have a place to stay if you're released today?
Yes, ma'am.
And who would you be staying with?
My sister, Felicia Kearney.
And has she said you can stay with her?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And what are we going to do about employment?
My last month in March and April, I found employment with a family-owned seafood truck with my brother-in-law. His name is Leon Rowe, and his number is.
Oh, I don't need his number. I just need to know. I'm trying to make sure that you have plans, because people are always happy to be continued on probation and then they have no plans and then we come back here. So I'm giving you a choice today, right? Here are your two choices. One, the state is saying they want me to sign this motion to withdraw. I will sign it. Or if you want to just do your time, I will revoke you and I will sentence you to 5 years. All right. So you want the motion to withdraw?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Miss Abrams, on this case, he's going to give you the address of where he'll be living, and that's where you're going to be living.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're going to give it to probation. Probation, is there anything else he needs?
But I would recommend, if we're not doing the inpatient treatment, I would recommend the intensive supervision for at least 12 months and the MRT class.
All right, do you believe he needs any type of treatment?
He's already completed dual diagnosis residential facility judge.
All right, so we have mental health going on here as well.
He was on the mental health caseload. He finished that. He finished an outpatient program. So, I mean, he finished his anger management. I would say the MRT, and let's keep him on the mental health caseload and the ISP supervision at the very least.
All right, so what I'll do is then the MRT, a referral to Center for Healthcare Services, because I don't want him, if he's supposed to be on medications, I don't want him not on his medications when he leaves the jail. The mid caseload and ISP. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, ma'am.
And do you want your case to see if your case can be transferred back to Louisiana?
Yes, ma'am, that'd be nice.
All right. What parishes? Well, you have to pick a parish. You can't say, well, I have property in New Orleans and then I have property in Baton Rouge.
If you give me some time to figure out who I can call down there,
Okay.
and that would be nice, Judge. I appreciate it.
All right. So what we'll do is, because they can't transfer you unless you have a place to stay, he's going to give you information about what parish in Louisiana. Once that's done, I'll sign the motion for transfer.
Okay, one of them for sure is Zachary, Louisiana.
I'm sorry.
Zachary.
All right. In which part of Louisiana?
That's like a city behind Baton Rouge.
Okay. All right. So just make sure that probation knows specifically which parish you want to transfer to. And you do not want to set yourself up for failure by just naming a parish. So let them know.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All righty.
Thank you, Ms. Boyd.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.